Today we are going to talk about how do we create more student engagement in class, because as there are more engaged students, they are going to do more active learning. So the first thing to keep in mind when we are going to any class is to remember that there are students of all types and personalities and backgrounds in your classroom, and we have to be very cautious of it so that we make every student feel included in the class. So there could be extroverts, there could be introverts, and there could be students from a variety of different backgrounds. So making everyone feel comfortable is a very important part of ensuring that you have good class engagement. Now, how do you do that? Now, obviously, part of it has to happen with your teaching, but a lot of it can also happen with what you do just before the class and what do you do just immediately after class and what do you do in off class hours. For example, when you enter a class, are you really interacting with students, or do you just go directly to the whiteboard and start to write and scribble your points? So that early chit chat and talks and a little bit of joke, etc., really creates a certain kind of an inclusive environment. And you have to also make sure that you're not just talking to a specific set of students in every class, and you talk to a variety of students so that everybody feels included by you, that you recognize them and then you hear them. The same is true what you do just immediately after class. You should be a little available immediately after class so that you can answer students' queries. Once you do that, what you will also observe is that student engagement increases actually in the class as well, because they create a sense of trust that you are going to listen to them, you are not going to criticize their questions, etc., that you are a good listener. So the first step of creating a good engaged class is to be a good listener and to listen to students both before your class and after your class. Another trick that I use now is that I create these groups in online platforms like Teams, where all the students are there in the same place, and even after class I'm sharing with them interesting links, having interesting conversations, so that the class does not really end immediately after the class has ended, and they get another platform to share their thoughts and hear your thoughts, because now with this online mode we have a variety of other options. It's also important that we keep in mind that the more extroverted students might be those who talk more, while the more introverted students take a little bit more time to open up. So we also need to be a little bit more patient with all our students, because once students get more comfortable in 1, 2, 3 classes, they will start to speak more. So in the end of it, make students feel comfortable, talk to them out of class as well, and that is going to create a more inclusive and a more engaged classroom.